Okay. I'm hoping this is recording. We're going to have to roll this. Everyone. Happy January. Welcome to our first spring training. We have made it. We have made it. Couple quick notes. I was hoping to start earlier, but of course, being the optimistic person I always am, forgot what Acton Hall was new to us. There were very trainings and 10 weeks of training, and the room was good. It was perfect. Stick and trying to get lost into things, and Zoom will pull up on the left. So we now have to. I'm now using Ellen's left. I'm hoping people are hearing what I'm saying. Worst case, off these slides, I'll be able to. We're in the back, of course, is working now. We're here. We're here all. This is kind of a fitting tribute to January 2025. Everything that's going on with weather and everything else. That's yeah. So, a couple quick notes. I know we have a few folks from the board, and you mentioned a few things. So actually, I'll start them. Okay, I'm speaking for Jeannie. Valentine's Day basket. If you all so lovingly give treats to us because we obviously need them at the point of time these are happening. We are working on those. I believe the plan was to leave items in docent lounge or yes, no. This one is if you brought something today, you may okay. And then docent lounge. Anyone needs to bring things in. There's no for that. Yes. I mean, I'll take checks. Just remember, it's Chris with a K. If you want to read checks, that's fine too. I'm not going to. Water feels small. So, I can take money and give to Leslie. He's hiding somewhere. Yeah, so yeah. Individually. Okay. Orange, your turn. Okay, so we're going to segue and because the artist has time frame, so if you want to use some money and designate somebody else's life and then you make send the money to me or to Jean. Let us know what you are giving us money. Both of us are on Zelle. Yes, that'd be fine. It feels like they don't have a chance to, because we wouldn't do like we put the basket individual, put everybody in it. Not just
So, the ministry you feel we have not had a board meeting yet. Yeah. So I know for sure there are hopefully we get two people working daily. Like daily. They have to, we have been matched with the generation. We want but it would be nice to be able to say something, and even with no money, we can start this thing for you. But it would be nice so since
Hopefully. That's the grand plan. We'll see what happens.
yeah, so.
Here they come.
Now, let's see, look at this, it's pretty generous. Love one last thing I'm gonna say is that in addition to they are partly I would agree that, well, this kind of look out. So a lot of people really aren't aware that she's moved to Thailand. And the things you don't hear, she lives in my building. Things don't hear, she comes out in March. Yes, and what we she is the interim director. I have to have a interim director of the American Resource Institute. And she has been associated with them have evidently a lot of but she's very really wanted so don't know if we're doing that in delegation.
Okay, speed run, so you all can actually. February Sign of Genius and the Out for My Act folks, please take a look. There are a couple of dates pulled over. Just as a heads up, January, February is going to be. What could be. You look. And sometimes then when you
So I try not to put a score on the kind of people there. There's nothing in it out of nowhere, like a week, I plug in like 12. Trying to get more streamlined for some reason. Everyone's struggling right now. It will more time. Training is a little this semester because of getting like going morning. Curators response on it. So of course, next Monday there is no training. No training on Monday, February 3rd, but there is training on Thursday, February 6th. So you can hear from who is curated to work with the many he teaches on Monday, so obviously I wasn't able to get one on Monday. So Thursday is when we're doing that. I'm not having course books that morning, so there's no kind of conflict with that. You're able to get out. Hopefully, we'll be able to record up on the video. I think we'll see. So no training next Monday. There is training next Thursday, February 6th. There is then no training on February 10th. We are then back for training on Monday, February 17th, but that would be via Zoom with Timothy Stoll, who's the anonymous president. And Christian's going to be in the work on paper. He's back in New York. Via Zoom, 10 a.m. The two special exhibitions that we have come up with pretty much our whole spring training schedule is these special exhibitions. We have anonymous fragments, which I mentioned can be in the paper, also a mural in the Greek and Roman gallery. That's going to be February 14th to June 29th. And then all in response, which will be up here in level 3, will be February 22nd to June. There were 5 main segments. Yes, so essentially, I have 4 of the 5 curators scheduled to come to talk to you all about how they're responding. That mentions Elizabeth and Melinda. I will say Elizabeth's position has been posted for about a month or so now. I've not heard anything in regards to applicants next week. Or the people posted. I'm not seeing her further about. I think 2 Mondays ago, but that feels like 3 months ago at this point with ice, snow, everything else. I think that's my quick run through stuff of this. Now, important. Many of you already know. Visions to receive your BA in religious studies from the University of Wisconsin, MA in for studies, London, or PhD in Asian religion. So anything is wrong, let me know and you can let your work focus on ritual, sacred space, narratives, and their culture. For book, making a mantra, Sanskrit ritual, and initiation. 2 years, I'm getting it. On the Jain path of liberation. Then for like the single Jain mantra, initiation, and meditation exercises. The popularity is a source of being today. We see right every research fellowship, 9 months. Research in Gough and Jain in Hindu with our first curator to talk about Palmer Fire. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's back and forth, and we should be.
Thank you so much. That introduction, yeah, my name is Gough. I've spoken to much of you before. You remember me, okay? I think I gave an intro to Jain. I'm gonna repeat it quickly. I think I have to repeat sort of intro to Jainism and then get into this whole math you have. I dated this picture at 1800. I can talk about it infinitely before 1836. way is to accessory, you'll see it, it's incredible, when I think of, part of this. And so, responding to five of the objects, and it's up to the community members, share. I'm going to read you the intro text for this exhibit. It's not really good. As I try to play video, so when you enter the gallery, I don't want to spoil it for you. So when you enter the gallery, there'll be two films. One will be of the and one will be of the so please don't take from this. I'll show them how to see. And walk in the gallery, I don't do this. In the southeast corner of the Gough Peninsula, Gujarat, the summit of the Shativa Hill lies above the base of the Shativa River, an elevation of 7,288 feet. For over 1,000 years, the Cambodians, followers of one of the main sects of Jain, have responded to this remarkable landscape in text, ritual, and art, building and rebuilding hundreds of temples atop the hill, and making Shatrunjay one of the most important pilgrimage places for Jains. They have responded in this way because for them is King of Mountains, Giriraj, the eternal. Adinath, the first of the 24 Tirthankars, or enlightened founders of Jainism, came here billions of years ago and preached at the base of Orion tree atop the hill. Beginning in the 15th century, Jains began to respond to this site by taking maps of Shatrunjay. This day, many Shakamar temples, including the one at the Jain Society of Greater Atlanta, will contain a map of Shatrunjay. The cloth map in the gallery here, likely painted in Surat, Gujarat in the first half of the 19th century, depicts with delightful detail hundreds of lay pilgrims, monks, and laborers climbing the over 3,750 steps from the city of Palikana at the base of the hill in the lower right to the lion tree for the main temple Padina at the top of the hill in the upper left. Yes, these incredible paintings respond to the site, and Jains respond to the painting in his ritual. Each year, on the full moon day of the lunar month Kartik, which falls in November, December, thousands of Jains make a pilgrimage to Shatrunjay, and in Jain temples throughout the world, Jains undertake a special worship ceremony or mental pilgrimage or bhagyata. They use the painted map as guides, as it hinges to Adina and imagine that they are joining the so we don't know anything about we both look at other countries on the wall or the citizen. At the end of this right of right, the Jain monks, nun, and lay people in the films here interviewed in May 2024 at Shatrunjay and for Kartik Purnima on November 15, 2024 at the Jain Temple in Norcross, Georgia, respond to the Shatrunjay hill once again, answering the question, why climb the hill? Why climb the hill? But we'll examine this question, why climb the hill? Do that. It's a big intro that some of you have heard before. It's really Jainism, sometimes required, into Jain art. And then hopefully I can give we'll see how much time we have, but I'll give you a brief virtual pilgrimage via the 19th century National Gallery, and then there'll be a large image of, the marble, it's really marble in that name. There would be a touch screen. I'm not familiar with Odyssey. Okay, so this will become part of Odyssey Online, and you'll be able to make a virtual touching. You can take this on without the practice from the modern community. Pull up this information. There are only different. So hopefully I'll show you some of those. And there's an engagement on the touch screen. It's also going to be kind of fun with touch screen. So the question is, one question is, can you find the history process in the 20 years? Where's all the okay, intro to Jainism dinner. Jainism. It's a religious tradition of India, stems from the 5th century BCE in North India. It's a minority tradition. Less than 1% of Indians are Jains. Their influence on the philosophy, art, and religion of India for over 2,000 years. Largely because of the wealth of the community, they have been merchants, and they there are about 700 families when they live in the metro area, and if you've been to, I think I'm going to leave a field trip. It's part of this call response. If you've been, you know that it's a gorgeous place, and that is and it's all hands-on visual. Ireland is really a house of Jain community in the southeast. So yes, there are some families who live in the area, but it's well known. In Georgia, Georgia. Okay, this sort of Jainism. I'm going to take you to a little bit of the did. So you can do that in what we get. Yeah, there's honking, there's noises, the cow passes you, it's crazy. And as you take a few steps forward and look to your right, there's a small sort of doorway. And you crouch down and enter into the small doorway, and in front of you, what do you see? In this crouch. Crouch position, you sit down, be mindful this is on the prayer, you touch the thing on the 24 marble images, the sounds of the down the temple. What are you looking at here? You are looking at the 24. Dinner, this is the Sanskrit word of the victor or Tirthankara. They're called Tirthankara because they gave the ford out of the cycle of river. The cycle of river nation that was drowning in, and these 24 teachers arrived on Earth to teach us how to get out of it. After drowning, they gained liberation. So they're called the Cobra, and they all live in that term, and it's over the channel. Victor, they've gained victory over their country, they've gained victory over the country, they gained liberation from the river. All of the dinners are called Jain. Now, all 24 of these features in iconography, they look exactly the same. Why do they look exactly the same? There's even one Tirthankara, the 19th Tirthankara, who some days is female, but she is still represented in the male body. They're all iconographically the same. They're very difficult to distinguish often. Why is that? Because they're all supposed to represent the pure soul. All supposed to represent the ideal that we are striving for. And in fact, this will be helpful for you to understand the map as well. Jenna, these 24 photos are only ever depicted in two positions. If you see something on the map that isn't in one of these two positions, it's not a Jenna, it's the most famous person. The visitor represented on the left is the platform, arm standing on the side, or standing up straight, or in the meditative pose. Like, if you just look for people, I'll talk about it. Some of those others hide their symbols and look like a face. You see that in the map, it's not people closely. There will be symbols, animals, the one map is about who they will get for. If you look at the they all look the same in the draft, basically. But when you read Jain literature, they all have individual stories. And they lived at different times. Okay, so the first Tirthankra, who we have to know because he is the person who is said to have launched the Jain millions of years ago and preached at the base of a tree. He is the person who the main temple is like He's also known as first Lord. He's the first. Yeah, he lived over, yeah. When I say good, I think it's good. No, I'm not good with numbers. He lived a very long time ago. And also what I should say is, these different are only just because of our time period. So James envisions the universe as uncreated, so eternal, and it goes through different time cycles. It kind of gets better and worse and better and worse and better. And at a certain period, when it has gotten better and stuff like that, and everyone's forgotten about the issues of Jainism in our part of the universe, 24 of these Tirthankaras are born again to be established as Jainism. So there will be 24 again in the future and again and again and again. These are just the 24 Tirthankaras of our time period. This is the first of our time here. As you can see, our time period is also very long. The last of our Tirthankaras, you may have heard of, who is probably a historical figure. All the previous Tirthankaras of our time period is but this guy, Mahavira, is epithet, is great hero, Mahavira, probably a historical figure, probably a contemporary figure. Probably lived in the same region, in North, right, in Magadha, India, and never lived in that same thing. But their pictures definitely pop, early pictures definitely pop together. Because both lived around the century BC, in and around the region, in India, and next time we'll get into all the differences between the teachings of Buddha and Mahavira. One key difference between the teachings of Buddha and Mahavira, and I always comment here, is that Jain believes in an unchanging soul. All living beings, and even all the elements, water, fire, air, have souls. I mean, reincarnation, yeah. Because incarnation soul in Jainism, and that is one way you can distinguish the lineage of the Buddha from the lineage of the Buddha. You can kind of dive in there and not all there, so sometimes, I mean, looking at what's on history and analysis, for another time. So obviously conversation with one another, about American Odyssey, about the other history. From the beginning, from here, and so on, so they put that on that too. I don't actually know. Okay, James has deliberation 101. They have not a lot of really bad. This is what I would recommend that you purchase for if you want scripture on Jainism. It's what taught in the Atlanta Sunday School. In the back, it's quite interested in how they envision, their children, Jainism, so they establish Pathshala and they go to the school, different Christians, and they study the text of the Christian. Whereas they, in India, you would be sitting down and reading it. You can learn. But in other we have Pathshala, and they memorize the scripture. That's why I would recommend this scripture. That which is probably is what the CCE and it's systematic of the Jain tax deliberation, and also Jain ontology. What really exists? What is this? What doesn't exist? And Jain worldview. And the first line of the Prakriti lays out everything. It's like you right faith, or literally seeing the world correctly, right knowledge, and right conduct constitute the tax deliberation. Deliberation means getting out of the cycle of reincarnation. And what does that mean? Okay. Right conduct. It's important that first you have to see the world the right way. There's the big. Can knowledge come first, or just see the world the right way first? You gotta see the world the right way. And really believe in karma. Really believe in the soul. Really believe in reincarnation. And then knowledge and karma. And then you move into action. Okay. So what is seeing the world the right way? What is right thinking, right knowledge? Jainism 101 is a dualistic tradition. There is something called a soul, and there is something called non-soul. There are actually infinite numbers of souls. You can't actually understand that. I don't understand it. I could have better noticed. But there are infinite numbers of souls, and there is eternal. That actually means that we have been everything. Over 50. So we have been worm and contemplating or a worm or something. It doesn't have been okay, so there's soul and there's non-soul. What distinguishes, how do you know what's soul and what is non-soul? What constitutes soul is sentience. If there's consciousness, if it's somehow moving. So a tree is definitely a soul. There's a soul in a tree. If you cut it down into law, there's no soul, but there's a number of souls. Now, non-soul is matter. That would be the term of the tree. All souls, inherently, all of us, we are sentient. We are all souls. In our souls, we have infinite knowledge, infinite power. We're not restricted to any level of things. We're not restricted to go back. We know everything. We are so happy. Once we turn because we're happy on earth. Pure happiness. It doesn't depend on anything that's in our soul. It is in our soul. What we don't have right now on earth because we have karma that is obscuring our soul. It sucks to the soul. Karma literally means action. Every time we act, in our mind, in our body, in speech, karma gets sucked to the soul and obscures our infinite power and infinite knowledge and influence, and determines that we are going to reincarnate again and again and again. You'll see the swastika on, hopefully most of you know that swastika means mixture of auspiciousness in Sanskrit. It's an ancient Indic symbol that is philosophy in voice. So I'm not going to talk about it. This represents the overfitness in Jainism. You can be born in the heavens as a god or goddess. You can be born as a hell being, but you will cut off. You can be born as plants and animals. You can be born as human. You have to imagine that it's moving around and around and around. We are reincarnating, which means these birthplaces, the cosmos are often envisioned as human. So in his torso, we have the house. In his stomach, we have the middle world where we're born, and plants and animals are born. And then in the hell, we have the hell being. Now, bad and good karma, what you do in your life determines your next birthplace. I'm open. I think I can get, I don't know. I think I can maybe become an animal. That's really, really good. We have the best birthplace. So I'm messing it up. I'm not really. But I'm vegetarian, I'm pretty good. And I'm studied Jain. I don't know why they think about it, but anyway, if you get a lot of good karma, you're gonna get to the person, which is for animals with five senses, lions, or I think it's God. Gods are good out, but the thing about God is we're in heaven, so they can achieve liberation. If you really achieve liberation, you have a balance of theory in that. Not only they have multiple forms of liberation. Like working for that. So when we take on the person in human, together, some things like really. So that's why the humans are appointed because if as a human you can manage to destroy all the karma that is blocking your infinite power, to destroy it all, your soul, unavoidable karma will shoot into the top of the universe into the realm of the liberated soul, the Ubudila, which is where you will remain without infinite power, infinite knowledge, infinite peace forever. As a distinct soul, you will emerge. You won't need it. This will be figured out that you're going to be. You're not going to move to another soul. You are just the same. That is the goal of every day. And if you look at this is why I'm happy that there's a touch screen in the gallery, because this top of the map is very difficult to see when it's all up in the gallery. The very, very top of the map, you see this white next to the picture? That's it, movie. Right. So they're making a very clear argument here that if you go on something that it's like a tunnel, and you will because the ground temperature is either thick from the material. You can't actually talk somebody determine how the top is there. And there's one comment. But here in the map, you can see that it's in the material or the argument that control of everything. Okay, so that's my basic knowledge, really knowing that, you know, once you really know that and believe that, you're gonna want to take the 5,000. That's right concept. Very basic knowledge is knowing souls and the incarnation. Right conduct is taking the 5,000 for the most part. You cannot destroy all karma unless you become a monk or a nun. You cannot take liberation. The practical data from the it says you only attain liberation by becoming a monk or nun and taking the 5,000 off. Non-violence number one. This is what Hinduism is known for. Adoption of non-violence. Because if you imagine a world in which all living beings have souls, and every time you interact with another soul, you gain that you don't want to harm any other soul. That means that you don't want to harm water, you don't want to harm air, you don't want to harm fire. You want to say that you gain with any other soul. One power, like they characterize no valve, no violence, like the it's not really the active and anti-war stance, but this is like, it's a non-violent and that's not true. You can't take what not is not given. Meaning, you have to beg for your here, amongst the nuns, either one like a day, and they have to lay people, have to insult it, and the final vow is about non-possession. If you're buying all sorts of things, you just get it collected tons of money. You need to take on the material non-possession. Now there are two main sections of Jainism. Do they know? Digover means the monks who are sky-clad, the monks who are clad in the direction, they do not wear any clothes. They take this vow of non-possession very seriously, and upon their renunciation, they, in a ceremony that is quite emotional actually, they will remove their clothes, stand in the position that we saw in the of abandoning the body in front of thousands of people. and Denver clothes. Yeah, those are the numbers. The numbers wear white robes, and they claim that the vow not that you can be, you can, you're just sort of using the, you don't present the clothes, what the white is. It's the shape number of who has a fabulous. They just use it. So you'll see the icons, they'll be ornamented, and the monks you'll see will have white wood. There's one number temple there, the number came in and had this style of the I've never seen it open. I've been to the site number one, I've never seen it. It's been very different than it. Look at the icons. On the left here, the number will have highly ornamented icons without facing up. And that's quite prominent on that. You look at the icons on that. Take a look at the number of icons on the right will have no ornamentation, so when you model that for the most, I think downward. Now, James will say this is because when Jews go to the temple, they are in no way engaging with nature. Remember, they achieved liberation in nature. These are just ideas. I want to be a pop star. I'm going to put a poster on of Beyonce on my wall. I'm going to wake up every morning and I'm motivated. Well, girl, I'm going to become like you. This is what James is doing when they're going to the temple. Beyonce's amazing. I want to be like, oh, this is motivation. I'm going to go practice my do-re-mi. That was my music teacher. Because, but yeah, I don't know Beyonce. I'm not engaging with Beyonce at all. I'm motivated because I'm a massive poster of Beyonce on my wall. What James is doing in the temple, the number of things, if you have a connection, a devotional connection with the image and you look into their eyes, it is like a gender of love and feeling, oh, I want to be like you. That's one mode. That's what the numbers are for. You don't want to say, no, you model what you want to do. You want to look in, you want to look at soul. You want to say, the power. That's the way forward. It's just opening up the soul and getting rid of everything else of material. Well, you're not going to see icons like that. You're only going to see from what in our day. How much time? 8 minutes, I think. I don't know. Question. Well, okay, I'll try to get through a little bit. This incredible. Any of you do this? You got it. You got it. Go. So good. I wish there were a trick there. Okay, so, what was the more days? It's in Polygon. In dress, no, Shatrunjay means victory, Jay, maybe for that day, maybe Jay, over enemies. Right, it's one of the most important pilgrimage sites, the shape number James. I would say it's because it's close to 500,000 visitors a year. And this is in a religion that only has 5 million practitioners, and half of them are Muslims. Okay, again, that's a lot. Number go has been today. Everyone who talks about that last temple has been there. We were trying to get people who haven't been there, we could just talk about the map, engaging with the site via the map, if you thought that would be good, so they did it. You know, everyone's like, this is people. Yeah, it's known by many names. You'll hear this giving odds a lot. I have a song. But in the gallery, there may be a opinion. So it's actually a large hill with 2 peaks. It's called Chicken Hill, but in fact there are 2 peaks. When you make a final about it. It's just outside a small city of Polytana in Gujarat, which has become in recent years one of the only sort of vegetarian cities in India. A lot of politics involved here. For indigenous people claiming what they want to eat and is really taking over. That really cool the site really began in the medieval period, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th centuries, creating armaments from local rulers to take over
over, this site. And the largest building project occurred in, 19. So it was established as a city site. It's been that, yeah, innumerable souls have reached liberation here. It is a place to come to destroy, um, Bishop and his first disciple came here, accompanied by 50 million disciples. As you make the walk up the hill, it's as every step, millions of people are experiencing liberation. And there are thousands and thousands of churches as you walk up the hill, all the different Jain monks who have come here. Many of them have fasted to death. I should say that, as I said, with every action, you will receive karma. So the ideal death in Jainism is to think about death. Because it's only in an action that you don't accrue any karma to your soul. So ideally, you would take a vow, and if you go on this day, in 11 years, or I will fast to death in a period of 11 years, and then the ideal death in Jainism is celebrated with thousands of you see that in the gallery. People have fasted. Right, so this is, I said I was going to get to it right away with Adina. Adina is really what is called. And it's above the first Adina. So when you see that Adina, that means the first becomes the first was about 15 years to preach under a tree atop the hill and the main temple. Let's get about the site. So maps, they're called, you'll hear in the videos, so the videos of people will be speaking in Gujarati, or because but also because some pilgrims are coming from Hindi speaking regions in North India. So Gujarati or Hindi are the languages you'll hear in the films. And they'll use the term hut, which means cloth painting. So when you listen to the film, they say, what? Yeah, they began painting these cloth mats of pilgrimage places and these cut in the 15th century, and they were used probably in these rituals, these special pilgrimages. Mats dedicated to Shivkunjay appear alone in the 18th century. That's why it's kind of remarkable that we have one. And it's so big. It's rare to have such a large painting from this early. So the explosion of maps used in the 19th century, especially after the site expanded in 1830. So if you look at the painting here, you have the main temple up in the upper right hand corner of it. We're standing on the looking downward into the valley between the two peaks. In 1836, the Gough made structure in the this well, actually established the able to build up with thousands and thousands of laborers work, build up the valley in between the two peaks, and then build the whole thing. In 1836, these temples in the middle here. You understand what I'm saying? Sort of a portrait on the temples inside, so that Jain could easily pass in the street. Before you had to go down and go back. They could use this, they're called Qunk, Qunk. They're called the temple complexes. You'll see a lot of this in here on the street. The movie, group of the South Snake, I'm not going to have this. And you know, it's cool. It doesn't have the middle temple complex. But here's some of all the videos that we have. This is the really early one. We have 1850, and really the basic. We have here, you can see this is definitely straight number up in the upper left hand corner. You'll always have the main temple. I'm not here, so there's not here. There's above, see this? And then in the lower right, you always have the town of Polygon. And then you make the journey upwards. Here's a month later. This is what you'll see, more often, the 20th century, 21st century, with the past in yellow up the hill, and then you have the two peaks on the left, peaks on the right, and then in the center, we have the moving, here. That's what you get in the 20th century. You can get, yeah, when you look at ours, you can see in the right hand, you have the city. You have the yellow panel here. And then hopefully you can see there's just a left hand temple complex, that's the left, on the left, the piece on the left. And then on the right hand temple complex with a line. So, well, there's no middle. Information about her and you'll be able to do it. Yeah. And so let's start with the city here in the lower right. In this 19th century map, the city is marked by religious diversity. Here we have in the lower right, very much like this, but we know actually that it is a temple to Shiva, because it's a Hindu Shiva, because of its site. So we can see the influence here of Islamic architecture and a Shiva temple here. Also here, in the city is still the Jain temple, to this day, Jain temple, Jain Jain, boarding houses, and places for monks to stay as well, importantly. This is a place where the monks are not have to stay in one place for the 4 months of the rainy season, they're not allowed to walk around in the water and all over the ground, like the violence. So the same way for movement and 4 months of the rainy season. And also they live someplace also when they're traveling. Ideally, they'll travel every 3 days. So that's another reason why there are so many Jain temples, because Jain temples have a space for their. Here you can see here, there we have a Jain monk here. You know it's a Jain monk because he's holding a broom. The monks will hold this broom to sweep in front of them, so local ways and insects that they might harm, and a mouth shield. A whole mouth shield in front of their face, again, so that they won't inhale any microorganisms. This monk is talking to a woman in a red dress here, but they're right next to this blue guy here, who is a Shiva site, and she wears Shiva. And secondly, and he is probably engaged with this Shiva Lila. No people know to be heavily in down. They know to Shiva Lila. He has no idea. So I'd say that when you look at all the amazing details of the citizen community, that what stands out to me there is the religious diversity. You can also see sort of all the laborers in food. I think that's a great. So yeah, these are some contemporary images of a woman making the nun and a monk here creating food utensils that and then sort of setting around here. And these are the halls where James will come. I feel like you're going to fast on the walk. Again, if you eat, you're getting all of that from it. So stand in front of the, strict settings of the bow and fast, and walk up and down, and when you, that usually will take all morning, you will return. Say you'll leave at 5 a.m., 4 a.m. Take all the morning, you'll return in the afternoon, and you will be fed and hold the challenge where you will see your vegetarian things. So that's also so present in the food century map, maybe food, women drawing water, around you and around you. And then big peppers. So along with in the modern map, stuff, all of that is limited. It is strictly Jain, and it's not the representative of the situation today. It's just Jain, 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 Jain. We don't have a lot of village diversity in Polytana, today. I think I have a, this is from 2014, a monumental image of Adina at the foot of the hill. One of these, this temple right behind it is a model of Jinnah's preaching assembly. When a Timbuktu gains liberation, all the living beings in the world gather around him in a circle. He sits underneath a tree and gives his first sermon. This is what Mishabara is supposed to have done here at so it's represented here. Okay, these are all newly built in the last 30 years or so. It's huge, like, building project. That's the city. All right, and then the path. You begin the climb, you have to follow the yellow path up. Along the climb, you will see a lot of laborers bringing water up the hill. You see a lot of animals. These are certainly not something anymore. Look for tigers. You're not going to find a tiger today. But you'll see sort of monks again engaging with lay people. If you see someone with a broom and a mouth shield, it's a monk engaging with a lay person. Reformed in the late 19th century meant that Jain monks today only wear white robes, but we can see actually that there's a lot of different colors in the early 19th century. Polka dot robes, orange robes, most robes anymore. Also, there are, I found two Jain nuns. I find them. They're on that somewhere. I'm not going to show you. Try to find them. But it's mostly men represented on the map, but there are two nuns. You know the nuns because they have their cloth over their head, and they also have the broom in the mouth. Okay, and so on. You'll see a lot of people being carried up in Catholic Avenue. These are called bullies. So today, to this day, bullies being carried out, people being carried out, with women, carrying water. There's no way up other than my foot. So if you want to build a new temple up there out of marble, you got to pay people. Local laborers, non-Jain, to carry the marble up, the water up, everything. There are even workers who go up every morning, go to the offices up there. You gotta walk up. And I don't think that will ever not be. Because that's part of that. If you look around the past, then it's keep moving, and what we're trying to stop at is the shrine of the goddess Gough. She's a protector deity, and you can see here she's depicted with a trident. I think this is an adoption of a Shiva, the adoption of a Shiva goddess. But now she's said to be a protector of a Jain goddess. So there are certain goddesses who really are deities of the Jinnah and help pilgrims on their way up. So it can be very difficult. I'm just not eating and not drinking because I'm in the name. So you often need help going up. So, do I have I don't have an image. But this is a gorgeous goddess. She's red face. People will stop and here. As we move on, you'll enter the main gate. That's where you are right now. Okay. As you get to the top of the hill here, there is marked by this yellow line here, and then to this day, the site is fortress-like wall. In the 18th, early 19th century paintings, there are cannons coming out of the wall. It's quite shocking for a religion of non-violence. The cannons have been removed, but they still have these protective units come out. Here, this one will be on the touch screen. Is elephant headed for that. You will enter, you go up the main temple on the left, you enter through the Tigris gate, which is again protected by the deities and the princes, about all people, and you can crawl under what's called the gateway of virtue and sin. It's quite old, probably from the 16th century. It looks like it was made yesterday because it's marble and it's recently been repainted or repainted. I hope you all go and try to call between the legs, look like elevated. To call between the legs of this camel. Only people with good karma, certain amount of good karma can make it through. Legs of this. So you'll stop there, then you'll continue to climb, and you will, let me get to this. You will get, so this is now on the upper left hand of the painting. You will get the main temple complex here. This is Adinath, this is Adishwar, below it is the throne, and this is the main role of all the last here, and circumambulates the shrine, which is bordered by all these tiny shrines, all the circumambulate 3 times. On your second circumambulation, you'll stop here at the tree under which you preach. These footprints are established here. Established here. Here you'll recite what known as the Chekivanda or appropriate language, recitation honoring Jain temple. You'll circumambulate the tree, and then you'll return to the main temple here. Yeah, establishment of history, like Jain temple has been built and rebuilt, and more people. And then you achieve your goal. You've made it to Adinath. You have to stand in a long line to worship him. I think and you see your goal, you get it. Oh, God. There's a ton more saying about this map. Hopefully you escape of all this going on. In the 19th century on that. And the modern map has all of these components plus the middle and the modern development in the city.
Quick note, and give you some questions. This is going to be an interesting exhibition because essentially it's 5 mini exhibitions all in one. Each one is based around one object from our permanent collection. Highlighted or object in museum. So the Jain map is ours, but I mentioned it is 11 foot by. You know the full dimensions of it?
It's 9.
It's huge. Renee and her team had it in the conservation lab for a little over a year, and they were very happy when they were finally able to get it out of the conservation lab because they had it rolled up in a giant roll. Yeah.
Yeah, and you won't see it. That's big, so huge, that it's now the
Yeah, the other objects are ones that have been on view or will be probably put back on view very soon. This one is a special case, because as we all know, the largest gallery trying to find an open wall space with this his own kind of creation. So for pollen response, if we're looking at tours and things like that, it is very AV tech, TV, videos, sound effects, and things kind of going on. So school groups are going to be a little difficult taking through it because it's 3 distinct cultures they're talking. I think using this as a way to maybe emphasize things was coming tours, like tours, I think it's fine. I don't know how often I'm going to get this because it covers so much. We have the Jain map, we have the Monday mask, we have the Rima dolls, we have letters to the dead, and then also there's a lot to talk about. But it's going to be interesting how we kind of incorporate the tours. I'll send out some notes to everyone as well on how we're thinking about incorporating this. So, questions about the much more brief.
Is the idea that you guys would give a sort of a full exhibit, or you give me a tour of the Asian gallery and you look like the day?
I think what's going to happen with this exhibition is they're coming in for the Americas. They'll take them up, show them the Queen of Dolls. If they're coming in for the Asian gallery, I think that's how this exhibition is going to fit best for school groups. Yeah. Because then trying to cram 50 incorporated this explanation is if you have students coming in for a tour and one of the authors up here is already incorporate that within their tour, that'll be the best way. I think.
Yeah, and so if you're looking at the Jain sculpture downstairs, the main icon is also Rishabha, the way to, pick up the bases and the other unfortunate chakras are surrounding him. So that would be a way to maybe connect, or look at another representation, and the big thing, like Jain, and then you can say. Every Jain temple will have a main dinner and all the other dinners represented in the forecast, as you can see here. So, right, that was the comment would be represented.
First thing, but I have a question about the map itself. You said worship the map. Is the map itself considered holy or is it cool as you said, the mental walking? Is it more a tool or is it in the object itself?
Oh, okay, great question. Is there not, okay, my knowledge. So this is, we, dinner items are actually, they have a, so, they said, they have to be roasted every day. So maps aren't. The main definition of the question is, it's a very difficult question. Is it only in and of itself? I don't know what that means. I mean, it's very important spiritually. But you can say it's a tool, but what's the difference between being holy and another stuff and being a tool?
Am I worshiping the map or am I using the map?
Okay, okay, so what is it, Christian journey, is it fixed only in itself, or is it a community, if you're, it means the thing about me? Because that's, if I reframe it like that, if we fix only in itself, yeah, it's also a tool to think about, Jesus on the top. So, but this isn't physically worship. They don't touch it, whereas they touch the icon of candle space and honor it, and touch it in the very place on the dinner and say, like, you feel it. No, I thought, yeah. And they don't do that with the map, but they will wait with the, now be able to do that. So, the mental pilgrimage is mainly about the, in Calgary, and then right next to the map. So, I don't know. I don't think it's actually a really good, I don't think it's a really good vision. It's a good vision, but the PowerPoint is a weak thing. And you go like that. But first, the human imagination, incredible. Why did you show up this? Oh, only because people familiar with Odyssey Online, Georgia's already there, and you can touch different parts of Georgia and then get information. It'll be similar sort of thing. You'll touch different parts of that and figure it out without seeing it. Touch different parts of that and information will come up. It's worth it a little bit. Here, I'm gonna show you guys. Let me show you that. Let me show you that. Here, this is one question. The fish, alligator, with a dog in it. You know, thank you so much. This is also interesting over there. This is a Sufi shrine that has survived. So, and there's a video here on Odyssey Online of the current caretaker of this Muslim shrine, and it's peaceful from the text of their that's the way they were able to stay. All of their Hindu Muslim they were able to stay. On the hill. Okay. Oh, how do we know what species? Okay, yeah, that's a great question. He has a beard, he has a hat, and he's waving a peacock feather over this. And this is a typical representation of the a shrine is sort of layered, to, when you have sort of step like qualities and painting. And also, it's exactly where the Phoenix shrine is today on the map. That's what's also fun, is if you go to the site, it's representative of the company site. You can sort of follow this map. Lines. Can I say more about this? Yeah, this is just at that very end, if you go up on the right hand side, which I didn't talk about at all. Not a lot of people who go on the right hand side, they mainly go up on the left hand side. They will, probably not, because right hand side, the very end for the exit. On the way back down, some Jains, not and most Jains don't, and stop at the most like I said, and will probably be the building of this march. They were able to claim their case on the hill that day that okay.
You gotta look for it first, Barbara.
I'll show you one. I'll show you one. Here she is. Can you tell that she's okay? She's definitely a nun, so she has a broom under her arm. And if you look at her right hand, she's wearing that, and she's got something over her head here. To be a monk or nun, you have to have a broom. There's a really mysterious guy down here. You could spend all day. There's a blue guy, and I don't know what he is. I should have noted that all the way along, there are these shrines of footprints. These are markers of people who have gained liberation. For the last physical environment, or the footprint. Yeah, I can't remember that, but there's a weird blue guy. Or this, oh, this guy, I don't know what this is. This is so weird. And that's also amongst the non-literal. He has a broom, so you can call him a monk. He's got the thing on his chest, which is very Jinnah-like, but a Jinnah would never have a broom. They totally renounce all of that, the broom. So you have a realized living monk who's got a broom. Jinnahs are not going to have brooms. He also has a mala, he has these therapies in his hair. So he's some sort of monk, or why does he have his hair? People don't know. He's in transition. I don't know. This guy's also weird, we don't know. Yeah, see that. This looks like Krishna to me, but he has a trident, which is very much like Shiva, and nobody knows who he is. This is an awesome thing. We need to write a lot of books on it, and it really is remarkable. So lucky to have it. Not many of these not have been published or examined. So, I think that's one question. Yeah, is their color yellow? Do they have significance? That's a good question. I don't know. But it's always yellow. What do you do? What do you think? What?
Like Wizard of Oz, Yellow Brick Road, and that
I
thing.
think I think it was inspired by the beginning book. It's kind of close to dirt-ish. It's not white. It can be white, it's just like pure. Yeah, it's like close-ish to dirt.
Do you think yellow is just there to highlight this map?
Yeah, so, but yeah, why yellow? Yeah, right.
I mean, that instead of it being like brown or what, like the yellow really pops off.
Yeah. Later, you say that the border. What?
Yeah.
Really, and I'm confident in that, because I asked a lot of government, and even though he's in India,
All right, last one.
where did you I know, yeah, that's, it's not, I don't think it's. Well, that, it was 2017. Honestly, sent out to people who work on Asia, it's somebody's catalog. And I saw it, and I thought I would like it. And I want to say it's not complicated, but, and I just kind of said it in passing, but we have a lot of Jain donors here at, the university, and just we change, we work through our business in here, and so there's a pretty person. And she just reached out to him. And we bought it. Story. What's gonna happen today? So where's the elevator? So where the elevator is in the gallery, we have, where the windows are now. They're like, get rid of her. We don't want to get rid of her. We don't see them. Yeah. It's about this. Right.
Really good to see you all.
Thank you.
For board folks, we will be having a board meeting down in level 2. Thank you.
Yeah.